When you take a look at this Norwell team, 5 wins last year, kind of a step up from in years past. Now that you've made that progress, what do you have to do as a team to get to the next level and take the next step forward?
I feel last year we were in a lot of tight games and we didn't close out very well, and then penalties and just the little things. And the coaches have been pushing us pretty hard in practice just with the little things to help us close out games and hopefully end up with a better record and go farther.
Now, last year, your defense only gave up, I think it was like 12.8 points a game, less than 13 points a game. What is it that you learned from last year as a defense, and who are some of the guys that are going to have to step up defensively this year after graduation hit that you are going to need to continue to have that success on the defensive side?
Definitely like Luke Graff, Zach Christianson, which they stepped up big last year already, but, we're losing a lot on defense once me, Eli, and the other guys are gone, so definitely them. But I don't know, our defense looks pretty good this year.
What has impressed you? I know it's only like technically day 2 of camp, but you guys have been together conditioning, weightlifting, doing all that stuff in the offseason. You know these guys. What's impressed you so far, and what are some of the things that are going to be strengths out there on Friday night?
Definitely some of the younger guys just showing up and working hard. John Colbert's coming back from injury, and he's been balling out there. So I don't know, just some of the younger guys, and then some of our strengths. I'd say we're a really tight bunch. So yeah.
Final question: what are you most looking forward to about being out there on Friday? This is a season that, a couple months ago we're not sure if it's going to happen, and it seems like things are heading in the right direction.
I'm just excited to play. Hopefully, have some fans up there and maybe make a state run. So we'll see.
What is it about this team that has you thinking positive thoughts as we head into 2020?
We have a lot of upperclassmen who we were a little disappointed with the way our season ended last year, so we worked hard over the offseason to get stronger and gain some skills, and we're really excited to see what we can do this year.
Tell me about this offense. You got a lot of experience back yourself, and Max specifically in the offensive backfield. How do you guys set the tone for what you guys do as a team and an offense?
Well, we want to control the line up front. We got 4 returning starters up front, and we're only losing 1 guy, and we've gotten a lot stronger and a lot bigger. So we just want to kind of establish the run, and we'll see where we can go from there.
I think Joel was saying this. You guys lost a lot of close games last year. How do you go about closing out those games this year, and how hungry does that make you to get back out on the field, especially as a senior, knowing that, man, you had some games that this year, if they're close, maybe you can put those away?
Yeah, we were only 11 points from going 9-2 last year and probably winning the sectional title. So, we've been hungry. Just like Joel said, the little things. We need to do the little things. No penalties, turnovers in tight situations, and those kind of things.
As far as this team goes, do you feel like a growing sense of pride for what you guys are doing? As you mentioned, you started halfway through your freshman season. You have seen the program kind of build each year, and now after coming off 5 wins, you want to take the next step. How much pride does that give you? How much excitement does that give you?
Yeah, it gives me a lot of pride. When we were in middle school, we kind of saw this program at the bottom, and so it was kind of always our goal to bring it back to where Norwell football is and Norwell football should be. So, we're really proud of bringing it back.
Final question: what are you most looking forward to about actually getting out there and playing, considering everything that we've seen the last few years?
Yeah, just get to play, hopefully. Maybe there'll be fans, maybe there won't, but, just glad we get to play.
Appreciate it, my man.
Yeah.
What is it about this team that has you thinking positively as we enter a new season where you guys are coming off a solid 5-win season?
Well, the past years we've been takers, and this year and last year we were kind of the givers, and I think we're looking forward to punching them in the mouth and changing this Norwell football.
You guys played in so many close games last year. You won some of them, you lost some of them, but the scores are a lot closer last year. How do you go about changing some of those tight losses into wins this coming season?
Just little things, going through the whistle. I know sometimes we would get beat in the fourth quarter because we were just getting out hustled. This year we're really stepping up our conditioning and just learning to finish.
As far as this offensive line goes, Eli was saying you guys have 4 of the 5 starters back on the offensive line. You've got a quarterback back with a ton of experience, a running back with a ton of experience. How does that group kind of set the tone for what this team does? Because you guys have been through the wars on a Friday night.
Well, we know we're good, I think, and we've been around a couple years, and we know we have a couple more years, and we're just really looking forward to getting our quarterback and running back some good plays.
Good deal. Final question for me. What are you most looking forward to about this season? You guys are actually, the way it looks right now, you guys are actually going to get to play some football, which I think we didn't know necessarily a couple months ago.
I'm just looking forward to being out with the guys, just on those Friday nights where nothing else really matters but football.
That's perfect. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good year in terms of growth. We lost a lot of close games, and we've got to figure out how to close those out and come up with wins in the end. I've been real excited about the buy-in that the kids have had. We've had our highest numbers in the weight room since I think we had to go back to 2006 season or off-season stuff, and then things got shut down. But from what I understand, the kids worked hard. They came back in pretty good shape, and they're excited about the year, and I think they're excited about what they think they can accomplish, and we're just looking forward to getting going.
Let's talk about the offense, because you guys have, I think it was 4 or 5 starters back on the offensive line is what Eli said. Yeah. Eli Riley's basically a 4-year starter. Yeah. Ringer's started for 34 years. You guys have a ton of experience at key positions, offensive line, quarterback, running back.
Yeah, we bring a lot of experience back, and I'm most excited about the experience up front. Those guys worked really well together last year, and I think one of the guys I heard them when they were talking alluded to the fact that they're a lot bigger and a lot stronger than what they were last year, and so that's an exciting thing for us. But they work well together. Just got to plug in a new center this year, and we'll be hopefully good to go. I love Eli's and his leadership, and Max's. Hopefully, he was a little bit dinged last year, and we'd like to get him over 1,000. He was 9-something last year. We'd like to get him to the 1,000.
919.
Yeah, we'd like to get him to the 1,000 mark this year, and I think that's a very realistic goal if we can stay healthy and keep at it.
Defensively, that was really your calling card, if you will, last year. You guys gave up less than 13 points a game. How do you go about building off that? What do you take away from last year, and who are some of the guys that you're going to need to step into bigger roles defensively?
Well, we're going to have a young guy like Brody Bolden. He's a sophomore. He played a lot for us last year as a freshman, but he's got to replace Cale Gray, who was a really good defensive end for us. Linebacking core, we bring a lot back, but we graduate Sam Walker. We're going to have either Jace Chaney or Blake Hafley step up in those spots. We graduate some guys in the secondary, but we bring some guys back. Bo Morgan was a guy that we missed last year. He was out all year with a torn ACL, and he's back this year. So we're excited about the experience we bring back. We're excited about the front seven, and the young guys in the secondary. We think we can be pretty good.
What characterizes this defense, and what makes you a good defensive team? Because, I mean, last year, you hold an offense like Leo to 3 points. There were a number of games that you were in as the defense starred in that. So what is kind of the calling card, if you will, for this defense?
Well, it's an aggressive attacking style that Coach Taylor's brought to us, and the kids love it, and it fits our kids really well. They're excited to play us. So I think the scheme really helps us, and just the kids that we have. They're an experienced group. They're bought in. They want to turn the culture here. They want to become a winning program again.
Yeah. Do you sense that hunger from them? Like, I know 5 wins was a step up from where you had been in the past, but once you kind of get that taste of success and you are in ball games in the fourth quarter, you get that hunger, and you feel that's tangible with this team?
Yeah, absolutely. We tried to tell them last year, starting probably in January, before the 19 season, that you have everything you need to be a good team. And I don't know if they really believed it or bought into it. I think there was some hesitancy there because we really hadn't been for a few years. And we ended up losing some close games, I think, because I don't know that we really expected to win. And we found ourselves in some situations where we could have closed some things out. We played Concordia really tough in the sectional semifinals, lost a close one there, and I think the guys thought, man, and Concordia goes on to win the sectional, and I think the guys realized that they were pretty close to being able to compete for a sectional championship. So I think that really brought about some hunger.
Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, we really appreciate, like I said earlier, what you guys do for us and for high school football in the area. So thanks a lot for all the support.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Coach.
I can't really shake your